Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you are having a fantastic day. Well, a couple of cruise lines just updated their protocols for vaccinated cruises, and it's gonna make a lot of people very, very unhappy. Now, I don't think this is going to affect too many people in the United States, because as far as I know in the United States, people had enough choice that when they went in for their vaccine, they were given the same vaccine. However, in other countries, like here in Canada, that was not the case. We are mixing and matching left and right. Left and right. We started with AstraZeneca vaccine, as that was our biggest one that was coming into the country at one point. And then they started saying, well, if you had your first dose of AstraZeneca, you can take a Pfizer vaccine as your second one. And then all of a sudden, for a couple weeks, we weren't getting Pfizer in. So they said, well, you know what? If you get Pfizer in, you can take a second dose as Moderna. It's perfectly safe. Take the first dose that's available. Just do it. Well, now there's some cruise lines out saying, well, guess what? If you did do that, you're not vaccinated and you cannot cruise with us. The most strict of these is Norwegian Cruise Line. Norwegian Cruise Line has come out and said, if you get any vaccine other than 2 doses of the same vaccine, you are not considered vaccinated and you cannot cruise on their cruise line. Holland America, Princess Cruise Line have come out with their statements as well. However, they're a little more lenient. They're saying that if you got the same type of vaccine, for instance, Pfizer and Moderna are both the same type of vaccine, that is considered, you'll still be considered vaccinated. But if you got AstraZeneca and Pfizer, no. AstraZeneca, Moderna, no. Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, no. You will not be allowed to cruise. And here in Canada, we are mixing and matching all over the place. So it is going to really upset a lot of people because we didn't have a choice in a lot of the situations. We were told, this is what's available, this is what you have to do. And so people did it. And if you were like me, and today you woke up and found out that your cruises are now going to be canceled because of the choices Canada's made in its vaccine policies compared to some of the rest of the world, you might just be ready to throw a tantrum. Luckily for me, I got the same type of vaccination, so I don't have to worry too much about it. This now does not go for cruise lines such as Royal Caribbean, MSC, that are not requiring vaccines. However, they may update their policy as well in the near future to say things like that, you know how when you go on board, if you're vaccinated, you get that wristband and you can do these things. Well, they may update their policy and say, well, you know what, if you have a mixed vaccine dose, no, you're not considered. Now, we're not sure why this situation has come up, why they have decided to do this, especially knowing that there's a lot of mixing and matching, especially in Europe and especially in Canada. That could eliminate a lot of cruise passengers. I think they feel right now that the vast majority of cruise passengers sailing on their ships are going to be from the United States, and that hasn't really been an issue. And another issue that really isn't something is just hit that subscribe button. And I'm just going to say right now, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on so you're notified of all videos, including updates like this. You might have just been told in this news conference that you can't sail. And so it would be very nice to keep up to date with that situation. Really does help the channel and it doesn't cost a thing. Other things in the news that have come up recently is the Jazz that was stuck out there, that river cruise ship that was stuck for days. It has finally been cleared. They got it moving and it's on its way again, so they can start scheduling cruises on that ship, as long as you feel comfortable sailing with a captain who deviated from the, from the path and got a ship stuck on a sandbar. That's going to be some questions that still need to be answered in going forward. Because he was nowhere near the direction he was supposed to be going. And another good sign that the cruising industry has been going and starting up again, the Carnival Breeze set sail this week. So that makes 3 Carnival cruise ships now sailing out of the U.S., with the Carnival Miracle starting up on the 27th and the Mardi Gras starting up on the 31st. That'll be 5 ships sailing in North America from Carnival alone, let alone her brands, because we know the Majestic and Holland America will soon be sailing as well. So there, I consider myself pretty lucky today that I was lucky to get the same type of vaccine for my choices, because I would be livid today, absolutely livid, if I was found out I couldn't go. And the reason they say it's behind this is because in the United States, the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, has said that mixing and matching is undata tested. There's no data out there saying it's done. Now, that's not true. There are numerous cases out there that they've been studying in Europe for months and months and months, showing, in fact, that if you got a first dose of AstraZeneca vaccine and then you got a second dose of Pfizer, it actually could increase your immune system than if you got 2 doses of AstraZeneca alone. So there are studies out there, and there are ongoing studies out there, but the FDA is much slower at approving those types of studies. They are, remember, the Pfizer and Moderna and the Johnson & Johnson vaccines weren't officially approved for months and months and months. They were approved on an emergency basis. So that's the only reason. Otherwise, it would have took a lot longer for the FDA to approve use. It was an emergency use situation. And they haven't changed their situation on mixing and maxing. And so Norwegian Cruise Line has taken a hard stance and saying, you're not going to be able to cruise with us, even if you're considered fully vaccinated in your country with vaccines that have been approved by the FDA and have been approved by the World Health Organization. It's getting more and more complicated to just take a cruise. Why is it so difficult to just take a cruise? Well, one more quick message. I just want to remind everybody tonight at 8 o'clock, I am doing a live stream. I hope you can join us there. It's exactly 1 week, and I will be on a ship at that time at 8 o'clock at night, hoping to do some live streams, and I'm hoping to see you there tonight. And until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.